Hi everyone, so welcome to lecture number 8, checking whether single linked list SLL is a palindrome. So let's see what is a palindrome is. So let's say you have 1, 2. Whether this is a palindrome? No, because the reverse should satisfy the current one. That means 1, 2 should be equals to 2, 1, which is not a palindrome, so we can ignore. And let's say 1, 2, 2, 1 is a palindrome. Yes, because 2 1 is equals to 2 1, so that in the sense if you reverse it you will have the same value. So 1 2 2 1. So how we can solve this problem? Because in a linked list we should solve, like, there are many different approaches, but let me jump directly into the optimized one, because our time complexity should be order of n. Time complexity and space complexity, we should not use anything. That means order of 1 we can use, but it should be other order of 1, not the entire list should be stored again and process something on it. Okay, so that is not a good approach, but I think it will create a confusion. So let me go through different approaches so that you will understand which one is better. Okay, so first, what is a better thing? First, 1 2 2 1 is a list, so that means this is a list. You can take a clone of this list. Let's say this is clone 1, and you can take another clone which is clone 2. You can reverse this particular clone. You can keep a pointer on this one, pointer number 1, and you can simply keep another pointer called pointer 1, and you can name this as pointer 2, and you can simply compare this pointer dot values at each instance, and you can move the pointer. If both values are not equal, then you can return false. Okay, but this takes order of n time complexity and order of n space complexity. This is time, this is space, which is not that optimized, but still we can optimize the space, right? See, order of n is better, but can we reduce the space? Yes. How we can reduce the space? Without even touching or without even cloning this entire linked list. Okay, so what's the other approach? Let's draw a boundary here. Okay, so let me take a different color, maybe blue. Okay, so now let's say this is a linked list, and after taking a linked list, let's say if you see a palindrome structure, this one is equals to reverse of this one, right? If you do this reverse, what is the value? 1, 2, right? So this is equals to this one, right? So I can simply say that find middle of a linked list. So that means for this middle, what is the first middle? This one, right? First let's find the middle one, and we'll break this, and we'll make this as a new list. So for this let's keep something called head 1, and for this let's keep something called head 2. Okay, and now we will reverse this particular head 2. That means reverse of this list. We'll do the reverse of this particular entire list. Okay, so now this is head 1 and this is head 2, okay, which is reversed. So now we'll keep a temp pointer here, temp 1, or we can simply compare by moving heads also, but for example I'm keeping this head 1, temp 1, and this will be temp 2. And now from here we'll move we'll compare this particular node with this particular node. If temp 1 dot value is, whenever it's not equals to temp 2 dot value, then you can simply return false. That's it, right? You can move until temp 1 is either not equals to nil, right, which is in even case. But what if whether this is applicable for odd also? Yes, let's see how. So let's say there are 5 nodes. I think I've written 5 nodes. 4, 5, yeah, this is 5 nodes. So let's say we'll find the middle. So which is, this is middle. And from here, we'll make another list. So this will be the head 2 and this will be the head 1. So that means this is a linked list and this is a linked list. Okay. Now we'll perform a reverse on it. And now this will be this list and this will be this. So now we'll keep on comparing this one and this one and next this one and next this one. As there are no values to head 2, that means head 2 had become nil. Then we should not compare this value, right? Because it's a center, it is common for both lists. If you see in a high level, when you write 1, 2, 1, that means this is shared by this one and this is shared by this one. So there is no use of comparing this particular value because it is being compared to its own value, which is equal. So now we should only traverse until, so like it should be, the condition should be something like temp1 not equals to nil and temp2 not equals to nil. So then that means the shortest length will be traversed, right? If this length is 2, if this length is 3, then what is the maximum length you can traverse? That is 2. So you'll simply end the loop and you'll end your comparison. So in this way, you have reduced your space complexity from order of n to order of 1, right? We are not using any n length variables here. If you see, we are only storing head pointers and the other one was only temp pointers, right? So this is never equals to order of n. So these variables are only order of 1. In this way, we can optimize. So whenever interviewer asks you, check whether it's a palindrome or not. Tell your first approach to be this one, which is order of n and order of n. And then later you say there is another optimized technique, which will have order of n space complexity, time complexity, and order of 1 space complexity. I hope you understood how we can check whether the list is a palindrome or not. Let's jump to the coding session. So let's see how we can write the code for check palindrome. So first half of the code will be similar to finding the middle of the linked list, and then after finding the middle of the linked list, then you can keep your first half pointed to head 1 and the second half to the head 2, and you can keep the you can break the link, and after that you will create, like you will reverse a linked list, you will reverse a second linked list, which is head 2 equals to previous, like the entire code of reversing a linked list, and then after that you will point your head 2 to the previous pointer, and from there, now what you need to do, you just need to compare the first half of the linked list to the second half of the linked list, right? From head not equals to nil, head 2 not equals to nil, you'll simply compare the values. If you found the values not equal, then you'll simply return false, or else you can return true. So hope you understood how we can write the code for check palindrome. So if you like my videos, make sure to like and subscribe my channel, and then later, like if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment section. I'll be replying there, or you can go to my blog and message there also. I'll reply there. Yeah, let's meet in the next session. Until then, bye bye.